Welcome to the deep dive. Today, let's unpack this word, impervious. Now, the dictionary definition talks about, not letting something pass through, but what really caught my eye was the other meaning, basically not being bothered or affected by things.
Right. And in this world, with everything coming at us constantly, who wouldn't want a bit more of that?
Exactly, that feeling of resilience.
And that's our mission for this deep dive, isn't it? Exploring how you, listening, can maybe protect your own peace a bit more when life throws its curveballs.
Yeah.
We're digging into a piece called Riding the Waves of Life. It's got some really, I think, practical advice and a great quote that kind of sums it all up.
Okay, so the source jumps right in, acknowledging that, dealing with other people isn't always smooth sailing.
Definitely not.
There's that potential for feeling neglected or maybe conflict because your expectations don't match up or just feeling out of sync with someone.
Yeah, that disconnect, it really ties into what the source calls trying to protect your peace in a pretty noisy world.
So how do we do that? What does the source say about handling those negative interactions?
Well, this is where it gets interesting. Instead of getting defensive or trying to figure everything out, the piece suggests a shift in focus.
Okay.
It makes this really sharp point. We shouldn't care too much about why people act the way they do. Sometimes they don't even know. What do you make of that?
Honestly, it feels like a weight lifted almost. Instead of tying yourself in knots, analyzing someone else's, hidden motives, which, let's face it, we probably can't figure out anyway. You just step back.
Right. Focus on your response, maybe.
Yeah. The source kind of implies if one way didn't work, maybe just try something else next time. It sounds almost too simple, but maybe it isn't.
No, I think there's real wisdom there. And it connects to another idea in the source. This analogy about finding puzzle pieces in life.
Puzzle pieces. How does that work?
Well, think about a setback, what the source calls a negative hit. Instead of seeing it purely as failure.
Which is easy to do.
Totally. What if it's just a puzzle piece that doesn't fit right there? It's not necessarily bad. It just means you need to look for a different piece or maybe try a different spot on the board.
I really like that framing. It reframes failure as just information, really, a chance to adjust.
Exactly. It encourages experimentation, trying different approaches instead of getting stuck.
And then there's this great visual the source uses. Every day is a ride on a surfboard, and we just need to ride out.
The surfing analogy.
Yeah, it really captures that sense of movement, doesn't it? Accepting that life is going to have these ups and downs, these waves.
Precisely. You can't command the ocean, can you? You can't stop the waves of challenges or changes that life brings.
So the skill isn't stopping them.
No, the skill is learning how to ride them, how to navigate. And, that brings us perfectly to the quote of the day. It's from Jon Kabat-Zinn.
Oh, okay. What is it?
He said, "You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf."
Wow, yeah. It crystallizes everything we've been talking about, doesn't it?
It really does. It's that acceptance piece plus the active skill building part. Accept the waves, learn to surf.
It's about building that internal ability to handle what comes rather than wishing it wouldn't come at all. Learning to stay balanced on the board, so to speak.
And if we loop back to that word impervious, it's maybe not about building walls so high nothing gets in.
Right. Not becoming cold or unfeeling.
No, maybe it's more about developing that surfer's balance.
Yeah.
That inner resilience, that flexibility, so you're not constantly thrown off by every wave, big or small. You can ride it out.
You're affected, sure, but not capsized by it.
Exactly. You navigate it.
So maybe the final thought for you listening is, what does learning to surf actually look like in your life?
A good question to ponder.
Yeah. How can you maybe approach those inevitable waves with a bit more skill, a bit more grace, instead of just bracing against them? It's about finding that balance.
Finding your way to ride it out.
Well, thanks for diving deep with us today.